my opinion is communication is the most important part of it. The product's important, the installation's important, but I want to know what the heck's going on. I'm one of those guys that if you're doing something in my house, I want to know what you're doing, why you're doing it, how you're doing it, and what the benefit is of it before you do that. And because I'm that type of person, I do my best to make my installers communicate that, my representatives communicate that, my installation managers communicate it. So again, we're all on the same playing field, so we all have the same expectation of what we're doing. But if we get out there and we deviate from that, I want the installer to be able to communicate, even though their job isn't communications, their job's installations. So I have to temper it like that a little. They're not the best communicator, but even though they're not the best communicator, they are going to be able to communicate to the homeowner and to explain about, hey, here's why we're doing this, ma'am or sir. Here's, you need to see these issues and we have to address this way because of this. And for most homeowners, that suffices. They can see like, oh yeah, that obviously makes sense and stuff like that. If it doesn't suffice, I will get my representative back out to their home so they can go over it fully. They're the professional communicator, and so we can, again, get all on the same page. But it's all about the same expectation of how's this going to install, how's this going to look, and all that. And my whole goal is happiness. Unhappy customers are no fun to deal with, and I don't want to deal with them. Happy customers are great, and that's the goal. I'll just use me as an example. I'm a homeowner. I'm a jack of all trades. I can do a little electricity. I can do a little plumbing. I can do a little of this. But there are things that I'm very weak at. And so like with my window installers, they're masters of this one trade. I'll just give you an example, and this is something homeowners will never think about. There's caulking involved when you put in windows. There's caulking sometimes inside. There's definitely caulking involved on the outside. When you see somebody do caulking that knows what they're doing, and it looks perfect, it's tooled perfect, great looking bead and all that stuff, and like, ooh, that guy's a professional. He does it every day. When you see a rank amateur do caulking, it's the difference. So I mean, it's just like, I remember going on a commercial job, and I ran into a friend that was a drywaller, and he was doing mud and tape, and we were talking. I hadn't seen him since high school, and he's down there, and he's not even paying attention to what he's doing. He's talking to me. Yeah, you've been playing golf, you've been playing, doing this and all that stuff. And he's doing it, and the mud just looked perfect. And I was like, man, that mud and tape isn't that hard. Huh. I tried to do drywall in my own home. I almost got a divorce because of mud and tape. It's so hard. Well, it's the same thing. He's a professional. He does it every day. He's got all the practice, all the skill, all the ability. Same thing with our window installers. They have all the skill and the ability. They know what they're doing. They're not cutting corners. They're not half-assing anything. And it looks like a professional did it and not like some rank amateur.